with a dodge when you hear the startup of the signatures and recognize that it's the Azoth that you're fighting against. And now we've got Glue on the Orion going up against Wubz on the Azoth in the Great Hall of all places for game number 1.
Yeah, this is an interesting map pick. You don't see it too much in North America. You do see it a ton in some other regions like South America, but you know, most players tend to steer away from the tri-platforms up here.
Oh, and it started.
All right,
it's
there's
begun.
one.
It's
there's
begun.
two.
Side stick comes through, and Wubz is going to be weaving every other piece of movement with the signature. Are you kidding me? Glue's just sitting there, and Wubz is like, "Are you gonna let this?" And this, I thought that this was a specific thing to Wubz's matchup earlier on in the winner bracket, but apparently. He can just do this to anybody. He can encourage them to stand still. They're going to evaluate life. They're going to be like, what am I doing here? This is Brawlhalla. And then Wubz is going to dash forward and side stick them while they're standing in place.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. The stats already. Just in the first minute alone. I mean, Wubz, so many signatures, all of them landing. Ooh. I can't believe he didn't actually get that one because why wouldn't he?
Whoa, that was some good movement, too, on that platform, going all the way forward with that downlight. And now Glue finally playing around the side sig to some extent.
Oh, my gosh.
You were hoping a little bit there, Glue. But he manages to make it back, and in fact, he might even take the stock. No, Wubz secretly holding on to that recovery into the pickup down sig to take Glue off the top, and that's 3-1. This is a much faster-paced game than I was expecting coming out based off of what we saw from Wubz a little bit earlier.
Whoa. Okay,
oh, no.
Glue betting heavy on that side heavy.
Oh, and he continues to get denied some weapons here.
Jeez, Wubz working on a 3-stock. Glue couldn't get inside that final grasping hand, but now took a stock, cleared it out with the lance. Now he's setting that weapon throw just to delay the next weapon spawn. Because
Wubz doesn't care.
Listen, but the thing is, you got to keep a weapon out of Wubz's hand. You can't give him signatures.
Yeah, that's true. Can't quite say I've seen Wubz do as much with the unarmed signature kit as I have with this bow. We'll just have to wait and see here. Oh, no, it's going to happen for sure. Oh, he went for that dash jump. Down air. Oh, ooh. Okay.
Yo, what
trying
an
to
answer.
really bait Glue out. But Glue's doing a good job adapting at the moment. I mean, he is significantly behind, but he's playing for the set, not the game, right? So
yeah,
being able to get as much information from Wubz as possible is crucial moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, these are the kinds of changes. We've seen Glue changing up his movement. He's getting around more of the signatures. He's punishing some of the signatures. And it's really just knowing to delay your own dodge timing so you don't get caught by the late active frames of Azoth signatures.
Oh, and Wubz now playing the center control game, trying to put the downlights to make the lance stay on the ground. And that downlight is one successful. And let's see if we can get another one. Oh. Wubz is trying to make this last signature really count. Oh, but it gets interrupted by the weapon throw. That would have been perfect.
Pogo one. Perfect dodge and broken ankles. Starved out all the options.
Yeah. He was really hoping that his he dodged first on that recovery, hoping that it would be back in time, and it just didn't come back in time. The slants on the bottom of the Great Hall really betraying Wubz there. And Glue.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my. All right, what are the stats? What are the stats? I know we got the clips to play through, but I have to know.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna say 14. I think it was 14 signatures were used. What do you say, TWK?
14?
Yeah. That's my guess.
I feel
it might be a little high. It might be a little high.
Might be a little high. I'll probably go with. No, it's got to be more than 12, right? 16. 50% accuracy.
What? So you saying he hit 8 out of 16 signatures that he put out? That's unreal.
And like 4 of those were all those side sigs in like the first 30
According
seconds.
to this, signatures are better than light attacks. Isn't that right? Well, okay. Maybe it's not the biggest sample size, but I mean, if we do the fun only consider percentage thing, totally. My goodness, I can't believe it. Now Wubz isn't going to have as much of. Wubz is very, very good at slide charging and slide charge pivoting signatures off of platforms. Apocalypse does still have a platform. It does still move, so we can have these mix-ups, but it's not quite the level of Great Hall is when it comes to just sliding off that platform to center stage and punishing your opponents. Let's see what Wubz is able to do. He opened up the game with an amazing down sig already, getting the spot dodge read, but let's see if he's able to get as much as he did last game. Even if he doesn't, I still think he's going to have some great success here, but this is up to Glue to really adapt after game number 1 went so poorly for him.
Oh, yeah, Wubz definitely hitting him with the knowledge checks here.
Oh,
he tried. My gosh.
He tried to get the weapon combo off the down sig. Wubz is crazy.
Wubz now jockeying for position. Glue fighting back. I mean, he's keeping this honest and even. Oh,
ouch.
Oh my gosh.
Right into the side sig. Second one coming out here. Oh, he almost dodged into that. That was deceptive for sure. We haven't seen Wubz charge these too long. Oh, hits the back end of the recovery. Trying to get the siders on the platform. Doesn't jump quite high enough. And Glue goes for the weapon toss. The neutral light. Is that almost enough? It almost is. Weapon throw, anything, down sig, something. He tries to one for the weapon and actually baits Glue into a sense of security to cider him on the way back. Nicely done from Wubz. Takes the lead.
Oh my gosh. And we saw this last game. Glue goes for those early edge guard attempts, and Wubz just with the bow, it's so terrifying. One ground pound, and that could be the stock lost with like 0 damage.
Look at that. Slide charge, pivot, side sig off the platform as it's moving. This is Wubz' signature move on the Azoth for sure. I thought that he was going to... I thought that was the end. That Lance recovery came so close to taking down Wubz' stock, but now Wubz is so far in the lead. Oh, he gets it on the way down. He falls to the side air, and Glue can't even get the punish. Glue's going to be so frustrated about that because Wubz put out like the silliest side sig I think I saw all game. It wasn't silly. It was a bait. And the rising ground pound on Axe, catching Glue off guard. Wubz just can't be killed.
Yeah, and he was trying to bait him down into like falling, doing the axe recovery, hitting him with the bottom part of it to spike. Like, Wubz is out here scheming.
All right, bow picked up. Let's see what Glue could do. Sidelight goes forward. Glue gets him with a nair, but the weapon throw does stop Wubz from getting that recovery. Cider puts him off the side of the stage, and he avoids the down sig, but not much more than a down air for his trouble, as Glue is nared towards the sky once again and is close to losing this lance if he's not careful. But no dodge from Wubz means that clean 4 hits. Let's go, Glue.
Actually sticking to him like glue. That was so many hits, so much damage. But Wubz, all he needs to do is get up on the platform and slide charge the signature.
Yep, slide charge, pivot, side sig. You know it. It's going to hit. It's going to hit. And Glue goes flying. It's pivotal that Glue recognizes that when
usually pivot them.
When Wubz gets to the platform, he's likely going to be descending with that attack. And if he can play around that, he can get so much more mileage off this because he's made the game even. At this point, it's a matter of whether Glue plays around Wubs' tricks on those platforms. And then it becomes an argument of can Wubz close out the game in a way other than slide charge, pivot, side sig. We'll have to find out, as Glue is now taking the first lead of the set.
Man, that gravity cancel side light doing some serious work for Glue. He knows how to place it so incredibly well, turns it into a decent chunk of damage every single time.
Recovery into Nair. Try to get the gravity cancel down late afterwards to get even more anti-air damage, and Wubz retreats to the platform. On the axe now, we're probably not going to be seeing quite as much silliness as we do with the bow. Recovers back. He's really focusing on this axe versus lance matchup as the neutral light hits him forward, and no down sig, I don't think this time.
Oh my gosh, it's the side sig.
Okay. All right, and that was enough to knock out. I thought Glue had at least another 5 hits in him, but no, apparently not. Wubz, a mastermind of Azoth's signature usage, takes him down with the first axe side sig used all set and takes the lead 2-0 in the set.
Yeah, here's the thing. Azoth, not that fast of a character, but a lot of his signatures reach really far. So Wubz has been using that to his advantage to just kind of lull you into a false sense of security. 47% accuracy on 15.
He hits half the signatures that he uses, and the other half he doesn't get punished.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's just Wubz in a nutshell. He's doing it phenomenally with the Azoth so far, and Glue has now got his back against the wall. He has to win 3 games in a row against Wubz, and he was looking good towards the end of that game 2. He's just getting caught off guard by Wubs' signature usage time and time again. So now, if he could somehow, it looks like we're going back to Apocalypse, and I guess this is the least egregious of all the maps when it comes to the platform shenanigans that Wubz can do. But we see that Wubz is still succeeding with it to great effect. So let's find out what happens as we're going to Game 3 and potentially the last game of Glue's Arcadian run.
Glue grabs the first weapon. Wubz. Oh, actually went for some unarmed before even trying to pick it up.
You know, the toughest part about fighting Wubz is the fact that he keeps going for these color mix-ups on Azoth as well. He has switched like his podium and the color he's been using on this default Azoth skin every single time. Now very much matching the scenery of Apocalypse. Oh, that could be it. The Nair just didn't get the right knockback off up towards the top, and Glue didn't have an exhaustive recovery to put out right afterwards, and Wubz makes it back. Oh, he tried to go for the early knockout once again. The side stick just barely clips the top of Glue's head. Doesn't quite hit him, though. Oh
my gosh.
If he pivoted it, maybe.
Yeah, but Wubz with the perfect dodge to just get through it. Wow, even all of his options gone. Wubz going for extra follow-ups.
Oh, he didn't pivot it. You know, that's the key. You have to pivot every signature that you slide charge, TABK. This is
Them's
lessons
the rules
from Tazza. Yep, that's the rules.
You don't make them, you just live by them.
Exactly. Recovery. Misses. Side stick. Pivoted. Barely dodged out of the way, but Glue is now starting to punish these things. He could take the first stock lead of the set. Oh, the down stick comes through, and Wubz
just threatening with the signature.
Oh, man. Glue's really afraid of that attack. I don't blame him. Doesn't get the Zeus throw.
Oh, wow.
The
very tail end.
And that's why you slide charge pivot all of your signatures, TBK, because what ends up happening is he didn't slide off the stage. When you slide charge pivot the unarmed down sig, you get that little bit of curvature towards the stage, and you end up sliding down the edge, covering anybody that's just trying to hang on and not jump off of it. And Glue got that read perfectly and takes the lead, and is now getting a bunch of extra credit for it as well.
Yeah, this is absolutely huge. This is the kind of start that he needed to game number 3 if he wants to bring back this set.
But the down air hits. Smart on Glue to fast fall there. He already got hit out of 2 jumps. He wasn't going to make it back in time. You might as well try to contest the weapon sooner rather than later. And he punches Wubz straight in the face for picking up that one. Oh, no neutral stick connection that time. And Wubz is on the back foot once again.
Oh, man. We saw him do that in his previous sets. That gravity cancel downlight of the bow. Just so much extra range than you expect.
Yeah, for some reason he can condition a lot of his opponents to want to safely retreat to the center of the stage, and that's where the gravity cancel downlight on the bow works out the best. So they should really be watching out for that option moving forward against Wubz, because I would imagine Wubz is going to want to do it again if they keep giving it to him. But Glue opting to stay unarmed, does end up winning on that exchange, and Wubz picks up the axe, sidelight Nair. Oh, it's recovery time. The neutral stick, the down stick, dash jumps for the side air, gets the recovery. No, I thought he was going for the spiking back end of the recovery. Doesn't quite get it, and Glue fights his way back to the stage and gets the edge guard once again. Can he finish the stock? Weapon throw misses. Recovery misses. Wubz with the neutral stick just barely doesn't knock out.
Yeah, there was so much stage to cover. Glue with the slide kick uppercut, giving him a little bit of a lead, but man, he just needs to get tapped. And with Wubz' accuracy, I can't imagine Glue sticks around for too much longer.
Oh, but let's see. One bad dodge from Wubz, and that could be 4 lance hits in a row. Down air misses. Recovery does not punish, and Glue gets the side air to continue tacking on the extra damage. That's the Sair to do it. Wubz evens up the stocks 1-1, and all that work Glue put into the earlier stocks might be all for naught, as only 2 hits have come onto Wubz here, and Wubz is in that comfort zone where he gets to be on the side of the stage and use any of his gravity cancel attacks to really put Glue in an uncomfortable position.
Juggling him up into the sky. Man,
Nice
Wubz just getting the better out of each of these exchanges. Oh, that bow ground pound, so terrifying in the last stock. Potential set-winning position.
Oh, Lance picked up. Sider hits. Wubz gets the side light. Does he get the down light? No, he goes for the down air instead. The weapon toss does not connect. Glue punches him away. Wubz dashes forward, dashes back, goes for a gravity cancel attack. It gets side lighted. Glue with the spear picked up is just jumping up and on top of Wubz, waiting for the first attack. And oh no! The neutral stick comes through. Glue avoids everything, but Wubz doesn't get the
Wait a minute! He actually survived in the most clutch fashion, getting the hit to get the chase dodge and turned around the edge guard to survive and push this to another game.
No, I can't believe it. I'm pretty sure the way Glue recovered, he was done. He was out. But
he was actually done. He was actually done.
Wubz went for the D-Light ground pound to finish it, and I guess, like, hold on, let's see this here. The ground pound comes through. I thought Glue was done for. D-Light misses. Wubz ground pound's a little too far, and Glue gets the pogo to give him the chase dodge to make it back, and Wubz no shot in Apocalypse to make it back. to the stage, and Glue pulls out a miracle as Wubz has one of his lowest signature counts all day, 13.
Wow.
It's not really that low, but it's low for Wubz. And
well, the main thing is the accuracy is half of what it used to be in these previous two games.
That's true. That is true. 1/4 of the signatures hitting instead of half. And now we are banning out some stages, and Wubz has made it very clear that he wants to slide charge pivot on as many platforms as possible, TWK. He is literally
Final
left
boss mode. I mean, look, he brought in the level 99 raid boss skin that Photo was talking about earlier. He's got all the platforms. This is Wub's final form.
Yeah. And it was Crystal Temple, Small Enigma, and Great Hall. And I guess out of all the three, the Great Hall is the map that's the most comfortable for Glue. But, man, I'm looking at this and I'm going, Wubz is going to have a field day, man. This is going to be. If Glue could take down Wubz here, that he's truly proven himself as an opponent to Wubz, and a Game 5 will be absolutely legendary. But let's see what happens. You're right. Wubz is in that raid boss form, and let's see if Glue could do it first try.
Oh,
as he's getting almost quadruple nared there. Oh, that ground pound came so close.
I'm just waiting for the platform shenanigans to start. But Glue fighting his way back, the 3-piece unarmed string. Tons of damage.
Ooh. D-Light Nair real quick. Nair hits as well. Wubz goes for the neutral stick, trying to get the back end of the arrow to hit, but Glue dips right underneath it. And the Nairs from the Lance are playing around quite well, but now it's time for Wubz to take to the platforms. It's time for the side sticks. That Pogo barely saves it, but Wubz... Okay, Glue has been adapting by playing towards the top side of that platform and treating that as the main stage. And that was a beautiful snag away from Wubz there as he tried to reset to the axe. And Glue now picks up the Lance over Wubz. Dash jump side airs are being avoided, and Wubz goes back to the side of the stage. Down air hits, down sig, side sig. Oh, he went for the down sig. Okay.
Yeah, a bit safer for the corner guard just because it has so much more range, so much more priority than the other axe signatures.
Oh, good read with the recovery there. Oh, and Wubz is inside him, and Glue gets the tail end of the sideline as Wubz misspaces, but that recovery has enough oomph behind it to take Glue off the right side of the stage. Wubz denies the next weapon spawn as long as possible, and now he's ready to stall out as much as he can with this bow.
Man, that seems to be like the Wubz classic. You jump as high as you can for the weapon toss. You don't charge it like some other folks might, and then you just swap to the bow and immediately go off to the wall. It really is, I think every time, he just wants to bait people to come off stage with him when he's got the bow and just give away their stock early.
Oh, and it's kind of working. Glue took the bait that time, and Wubz made it back to center stage. Got 3 good hits. Side air comes through as well. Ground pound, weapon toss.
Oh,
Glue.
my gosh.
Don't give it to him. Oh, he was too afraid of what happened last game. I had to have been.
Had to have been thinking about that. Flashbacks.
Yeah, and Glue makes it back and takes a stock, but that was almost curtains for Glue there. If that stock went down, Wubz went up 3-1 on Great Hall, just like in game number 1, I feel like that would have been it. And now Wubz is bringing out the heavy artillery as he makes in the slide charge side six. Don't gotta pivot him on Great Hall when you cover the entire stage. You can just choose which part of it you want to explode. Well, he pivoted at that time.
You know, sometimes you gotta go for the little bit of a read there.
I mean, if the last player side airs or down airs, they're gonna go straight into it. I believe it. Oh, but Glue fighting back.
Oh, chopped. So healthy lead for Wubz here. Glue's got his work cut out for him.
Side air misses. Glue gets the sidelight himself. Wubz dashing forward back, trying to come through, and Glue interrupting the momentum with the weapon throws. Side airs pushing Wubz deeper into red. Side signature confirming that the next solid string Glue gets will likely result in a knockout. And Glue, still not touched, gets hit by a weapon throw. It's barely being touched. It's being scratched, basically.
Oh my gosh, even pursued the right direction just a little bit early to catch the dodge.
Oh, man, and Wubz is not dodging any of these weapon throws, and Glue's getting a ton of mileage off him. Dodge one weapon throw, and Glue is out of a weapon, and you have an opportunity to put out a ton of more damage. Those Nairs now are doing a lot of work, and Glue, wow, really playing well on this last stock here. But that's it. Down light into neutral light. The damage Wubz was looking for.
Are you saying that was the momentum breaker?
Yeah.
It's all over now?
It was like one of those things where I feel like Once Glue got hit, that was it. Seal's broken. Wubz is going to run away with it, and that's what I was waiting for. And look at this. It's exactly what's happening. Everything after that has just been Wubz tearing Glue apart, and Glue is now almost in red, and Wubz still surviving on the second stock. That's an easy punish and a half, but he went for the side stick, expecting to dodge in, and that side stick hits, and Wubz is almost certainly going to two-stock, and at this point, what's he going to go for? The side stick at the end, and yes, TWK, that was it. It was the D-Light off the edge, gravity cancel that broke the mental. Glue goes down, 3-1 for Wubz. Really solid play, but man, Wubz is something else on this Azoth. Once he could switch to that skin, that was it.
Yeah, I mean, true final form. He got all, it's you actually reach final phase of the boss. You know, he gets all the faces, the emblems start coming around, and then he pulls in the extra platforms, the arena changes.
20.
Unreal.
20. Accuracy was pretty low. But you know what? We hit that 20 count, right? 20 signature usages in one game per set is going to be like Wubz's, like, I don't know, what do you call it? Character description. He's